Alright y'all, I'm trying to beat the weather here, but I thought I would do a little unboxing, semi-install situation for this. It's a Jeep backbone system for a Jeep Wrangler. That's going to go in the back here, so I've removed the top, and that's the piece that goes right on the seat here, or on the back seat. And so basically remove the top. These don't come on it, so you kind of have to put them in. It's got a little groove in the back here, so you can't screw them in so far that they go through the groove, because the other pieces got to go into that. But basically that's what we got going on here, and I'll try to stop and take a video whenever something is important or special. It's got these gaskets or padding or one-sided tape that you got to put onto the edges of it, so it protects the bed of your truck. So that, and that, and there's that piece. All right, let me get installing here. It's supposed to start raining pretty quick. Okay, so I got this in the truck now, or in the Jeep, and I think, you know, I've had something similar to this before, and it kind of had brackets that attach this piece to, you know, for example, that bolt or that bolt, but this doesn't seem to have that, and it looks like they also forgot to include the gaskets that curve around this section. So they gave me the gasket for this, and I had to punch the holes in this. Same thing on the other side, and they gave me this gasket, and this already comes with the holes punched in it, so that's good. But I don't really have the other gaskets that go around here, so I'm going to try to keep going for right now because it's going to rain. But next I got to put in 1.5 inch screws into that, and that. All right, so I'm not super excited about this, but I had to go to Home Depot to try to find some double-sided or single-sided tape, but they don't really have any there. So I ended up with this from AutoZone, or one of those advanced auto places. I ended up with this kind of tape. It looks to be about the same thickness that foam will be after it's squished down, so I'm hoping that, you know, it kind of works. But for $700 or whatever this kit is, somebody should really be making sure that people get all the parts that they need. I got these 1.5 inch screws in here now, and all the pieces, and it's starting to look pretty dismal out here, and I was trying to beat that rain, so I'm gonna keep going here, but we'll see what that does. That's it for now. All right, so it started raining a little bit, so I had to pull it into the garage some. But apparently these little Velcro strips attach to the loops. You probably can't see too well because it's kind of dark in here, but there's, let's see, there you go. So there's a loop right here, and that loops into that, and that, I believe, Velcros to this. That's a horrible little system. I mean, seriously, for $700, I think, unless I'm missing something, but I think that's supposed to do some kind of loop situation like that, you know. The instructions are right here, so somewhere on here. Okay, using 2 small Velcro from inside the cargo area, attach the tie downs on the Jeep to the bottom of the backbone through the U brackets. So I feel like they cut an unnecessary corner, like they didn't need to do that. But it's somewhat on right now. and it looks good. It's constructed real well. I mean, it's very good material and whatever else not. It's all aluminum, and it looks good. So I'll just fasten the rest of it up, and I'll probably just have to find some kind of strap or something a little bit better than that to hold that part in, because that's a little ridiculous. But I think for the most part I like it. Okay, to fasten the hardtop back onto the Jeep, they've got these M8 30 bolts, and you know, after you put the hardtop, that goes in through there and tightens that. But it's kind of a crappier bolt, I think, compared to, well, I don't like the fact that it's silver, actually, but the factory ones were like that, and I think the factory ones are the same length, so I think you'd be able to use the factory ones anyway. But I've got these GPCA. There we go. That's not that. So I got these GPCA ones that I'm going to use. Yeah, there we go. GPCA. So I'm going to use these instead, because I had bought these and they actually come with attachments for tie down strap attachments. So I'm going to use that. I'm hoping that that's going to be long enough, but it's looking pretty shady right now, so because it's already shorter than the factory bolt that's before the enclosure, which is about that thick. So I don't know, we'll see if that's going to work or not. And then on top of that, that has to go through that. So let's see. Let's try to, so I assume the top is going to be about that thick. You know what? It may still work. This may still work, because the top's going to be about that thick, that thickness right there. So I think this is still going to be good. If you can, yeah, so we'll go with that. But yeah, that's all right, so I got it installed now. It's all done. We'll start with the good. I mean, it's solid. It's not gonna rattle. I like that about it. I was able to put the GPCAs on there. These are M8 1.25. I think something a little bit longer would have been perfect, because I wasn't able to put any of the washers and everything that goes in there. So it's not, I mean, I think it'll still be fine, but that's what that looks like over there. There's a little bit of a lip here and here. I'm not sure what that is. Probably could just adjust it a little bit underneath and that would fix that, but I'm not too concerned about that right now. Maybe one day I can probably just have to loosen these screws down here and just readjust it, and it will be fine. Because you can see that same lip is down here, so if you loosen that up here and then just readjust it, it should work. Coming around here, you can see, I mean, it's solid. It's very, very nice. That's what that looks like from here. This is my only concern down here, because I haven't attached those straps, which I will, but you know, and somebody would be able to kind of see in there like, oh, is that all that's attaching it? But it's not that big a deal if you get like a strong strap and you put it back there, but you definitely can't just leave it like that. I don't think that's ideal, you know, because somebody could just force it up and just kind of brute force it and get in there. And I think that's all there is to it. It took a little bit longer to install because I had to run to the store and pick up different things, but otherwise, without having to do that, I can see this installing in no more than 30 minutes. So the bad, this here is nonsense. Like, they should have provided me a strap. Again, for $700, they should have provided a strap that goes on here. Besides these little Velcro things that are supposed to do that. I mean, this is this is absolutely ridiculous. So you do that and that's it? Really? I mean, you make a cool product like this and then you stop right here. Like, why? Why would you do that? So I'm gonna write them an email and see what they say, but what I'll probably, you know, depending on how they react, or if they, you know, are cool about it, they'll just send me something a little bit better than this. But if they're not cool about it, I guess I'll just find some kind of strap system or some kind of bungee, or not bungee, but carabiner or something like that to kind of just hook that up to that, and then that'll be solid right there. Probably do some kind of strap or something. I'll just have to see. But otherwise, that's good. Those are the things that pushes forward and hooks under the lip. If you can see over here, it hooks under the lip, and that's what stops that from coming up, secures it to the truck. So it's got 4 of those, and that's about it. This works with your hard top, and it works with your soft top as well. You can see it's got the notches in here because this is the new one, and it actually works with the Jeep factory soft top tail gate bar. So the clips for that go in there, and so that's good. I had an Aries Enclosure before I got this, and it wasn't notched out to do this. So I took that back, and they wanted me to cut it myself and notch it. I'm like, no. And they sold it as if it was supposed to work with the soft top, but it wasn't quite like that. So I'm a little bit happier with this product. I just need to fix a couple of things here, but otherwise I think it's good. Another thing though, like these, you can see that this is kind of loose. It either stripped or something like that, and I wasn't even tightening it that much, and I think one of the other ones did the kind of the same thing. So that's not ideal, again, for $700, because otherwise, I mean, it's pretty simple what they did here. It's 1, 2, 3 sheets of aluminum, cut them, and that's all there is to it. So if you're charging me $700, I'm going to expect some of the trimmings to come with it. You know, it's not like, oh, you're going to dye things, but after you've paid $700, I feel like everything should come with. So I'm going to put these up just like that. And that's what that looks like when it's up. And now I've got a security enclosure. And that's about that. I hope the video kind of gave you some information if you're looking into getting one, or if you notice something that I've done wrong, just let me know. But otherwise, I think that's about it for right now. I guess one more thing here. This is what it looks like with the back window down. It's a pretty clean look. I mean, it doesn't look, it looks pretty damn good. I just thought I'd add that in there, throw that back, and then this is what it looks like from the back. So there's a little bit of a gap there. You can kind of put your fingers in, just enough to put your fingers in, but not bad at all. And shut that. That's it.